What do you think it is that makes some of these people that have money is absolutely no concern that would make them have to have credit repair or help from a guru such as yourself?
So it doesn't matter how much money you have. Everybody abides by the same rules and regulations that guard the your FICO credit scores. And if you get a late payment and Kanye gets a late payment, both of you all are going to lose the same amount of points. It's going to happen, the same thing that's going to happen to you, and all of his money cannot buy him a higher credit score. You're going to suffer the exact same consequences. Celebrities are more likely to have bad credit than regular people because of their lifestyle, because they're on the road, they're playing basketball, they're on the road, they're playing during the NFL season, or they're shooting a movie and they're off for 6 months at a time, and they're not home to see the mail and to get things out of the box and to take care of their finances as an average person would be on paying their bills on a monthly basis. And so it's more complicated for a celebrity to maintain their credit.
Wow. So do you educate your clients as well? Do you do like financial coaching?
Yes. I say that you're not doing your job if your clients, celebrity or otherwise, are coming back to you 6 months later and needing the services again. So that means that you cleaned it up, but you didn't educate them. And if you clean it up without educating them, then they will soon find themselves in the same exact situations. I've had clients like, I can tell Mike Beasley's story from the Lakers, but he had never had good credit. He didn't understand credit. And when I got him, his scores was in the 300s. And so with about close to 40 negative accounts. And
40 negative accounts?
Yeah, so you know, if you get cut from teams and you're making all of this money, and then you're cut from the team and no team is picking you up, then that makes it extremely complicated to pay your bills and to pay. Most of them will have, I think he had 7 auto loans that he was paying. And most of the cars weren't his, and that he was paying other people's car notes and everything else, people in his inner circle. So your job is to educate him at the same time that you're taking everything off. Luckily for me, I got him in between teams, so he spent a lot of time at my house, at the office, and I was able to educate him during the whole process. You usually don't get that. With most players, they're still playing, and so they're just simply dropping paperwork off to you and wanting you to just simply get it done. And you're lucky to get 10 minutes of their time to discuss certain things and to educate them about certain things. So, and then certain ones don't like to be preached to, so you got to deal with all of that.
Wow.
So if you educate them, then we got Mike all the way up into the low 800s from the 300s. But we did so by educating him. And all of those repossessions and 7 repossessions on the car, we got all of them off. And then by the time he was signed to the Lakers, I was right back with him at all the dealerships and buying all new cars, financing all of the new cars, and shipping everything to LA.
Nice.
So he went from 3 to 800. But he got educated along the way, which allowed him to actually stay up and to keep his credit score up.
So I hear you say that you educate them on how the actual process works. How a FICO score is actually evaluated. Do you find sometimes you have to also help them with a mindset change because even if they know exactly how it works, Do a lot of these guys overspend, or do a lot of these guys like just spending wrong?
Yes. So you can't really
Guys and girls.
control the way they spend their money. And so you can tell them, but these are not like regular people. Celebrities are not like regular people. So you can't just like tell them, don't do this and don't do that and don't buy that much. A lot of my clientele, they don't shop at Lenox Mall or Phipps like a regular person does. They get met outside with a professional shopper that shops every store in the mall and can get them anything and can ring up anything at any store. They're not simply shopping at Neiman Marcus, but the person that they're ringing up at Neiman Marcus can actually ring up things in Gucci and ring up things
Wait a
in.
minute, hold on. What is it? Tell us what is it? Is that a real thing? What is a professional?
It's a professional shop.
What is this professional shop?
Well, you have to like call them and let them know that you're coming. But so all celebrities know that. So, and that also means that it comes with a professional shopper usually comes with security also. And so you let them know that you're coming and where you're going to be pulling up at valet, preferably the valet that's closest to Neiman Marcus and everything else. And you will be met with the shopper and security.
Wow.
And you go from store to store. You don't pay for it until you have finished shopping at all of the stores, and then you pay.
Wow.
And the money is sent to the stores.
Incredible. Is that how you shop?
No, but I've been on those shopping trips. and the good thing about celebrities is that they're quite generous. And so they will give you money is like no option at all. So they buy whatever you want.
It's
whatever
perks.
you want, it's benefits. I remember having an argument with someone in Louis Vuitton. And I come into Louis Vuitton, a celebrity client and his wife. So he's famous and his wife is famous.
Okay.
Now I don't want to say too much because you'll know who it is.
Yeah.
But you obviously they live in Atlanta.
Right.
And so they were trying to buy this dream house. Both are clients, but you're about to close on this house soon. And I go in, and as soon as I walk in the door, she's at the register with him, and I see tons of bags and luggage and everything else, and I just snapped out. Because I understood if you do this and you put it on the card, you're not going to get the house.
Why not?
You're not going to get the house because you have overspent on your credit cards. And as soon
what do you
as
mean by that?
if you spend more than 30% of your available credit, it's going to tank your credit score.
Really?
And even if
I pay on time?
Yes. And even though the mortgage companies, even if you paid on time, but the mortgage company has pulled your credit report and see what your score was at the beginning of the process.
Really?
They were about a week away from closing. And it was like, if you pull this, if you spend this amount, and I found out it was close to $27,000 that was spent in that particular store. Then, and they had intentions of spending it at other stores. It would have tanked their credit cards, and it would have dropped their scores. And in a heated exchange, that they actually had to pull us away and take us into the back area, like in a private room in Louis Vuitton. And I had to make them understand that unless you got $27,000 in cash, because your billing date is not going to go around in enough time, and if you walk out of here with these packages, then you're not getting the house. You can kiss the house goodbye. You won't get it. And so it took about an hour, and they put everything back. And did not purchase it. Obviously, the sales people at Louis Vuitton was mad at me, but it was a point, and that they thanked me for later when they closed on the house. Now you can go and do whatever. You can spend twice that amount in Louis Vuitton, but you can't spend that when you're trying to close on the house and your closing date is a week away. And they're going to pull your score one more time, and your score would have dropped. And they would have lost the house and all the earnest money that they put up for the house.
Wow.